we deal with conflict. And when we do, sometimes one of us is going to act like nothing's wrong and I want to go along with on with life as usual, and the other one is trying to get that spouse to realize there's an issue that needs to be resolved.
Now, we usually know there's an issue that needs to be resolved. And so we can actually say to our spouse, look, I'm aware that we haven't finished working through this, and we will. And I look forward to talking to you, but I can be okay now while we're waiting to talk it through. That can help ease the other person when maybe in the past you've been quiet and they had to just wonder, goodness, do they even care? Does it matter we have this issue?
Sometimes we just need to ask a question and say, hey, there's something that we need to work through. I know you know that. When can we talk about it next?
So having a plan in place during a phase of time like this can help the other person know I'm not just pretending that nothing's wrong here and ignoring the situation. We'll come back to it and talk about it later.
We want to deal with the elephant in the room.
Does your spouse act like everything is wrong and there's nothing you can do without getting a comment of this needs to change and that needs to change? I don't like that and I like that.
Sometimes if we could make our spouse aware of that so that we don't get into a place where we feel defensive when we're hearing so many changes.
Right. And if we see a lot of things, we may need to slow it way down and just categorize into bigger categories. Probably don't have 24 things going on. You probably have a handful of bigger categories that it really fits into. And then pick the top one to you and let the others ride for a bit while you only work on one thing at a time.
Of course, you want to pay attention to the things your spouse is bringing up, but asking them, hey, it feels like you're pointing out a lot of things. Could you narrow it down to just one or two right now?
And you can always make a connecting remark, restate back. So what I hear you asking of me is this. Well, let me give that some thought and pray over that.
We don't want to overwhelm one of us in the relationship. There's a lot of changes that we can make to make communication and working through conflict go more smoothly.
We can create new expectations that reduce the intensity for ourselves and for our spouse just by verbalizing what we need so that we feel like we can even come to the table. And all of these things are different ways that conflict tends to blow up in our faces.
If there's something that you heard here that was helpful to you, consider sharing it so it can help others too.
And we would love it if you would comment. We would love to respond to you. Also, you can go to our website and you can connect with us there. We would love to help if you have questions about how to make conflict go better for you.